everyone's watching interest rates, but there's one number that tells me about what's actually happening in the market right now. It's called months of inventory. And if you understand this number, and more importantly, know what to do with it, you'll make better choices whether you're buying or selling. Let me show you how. Here's what months of inventory measures. How long would it take to sell every home currently listed if no new homes came on the market? The calculation is straightforward. Active listings divided by the average monthly sales pace. So if there's 300 homes for sale and 100 homes sell per month, that's 3 months of inventory. This number tells you the balance between supply and demand in real time, and that balance determines everything about how the market actually behaves. Okay, here's why this matters more than interest rates. Interest rates can tell you what buyers can afford, while months of inventory tells you how the market actually behaves. You can have higher rates and still see competitive bidding wars if inventory is extremely low. And you can have lower rates and see homes sitting on the market if there's an oversupply. I've seen sellers overprice in low inventory markets and still get close to asking. And I've seen buyers lowball in high inventory markets and still get accepted. Rates influence budgets, inventory influences behavior and negotiation power. Here's the framework I use. Under 3 months of inventory, seller's market. In these conditions, we often see that homes that show well tend to move quickly, buyers often feel pressure to act, and multiple offers become more common. When there's 3 to 5 months of inventory, we have a balanced market and often see more time for people to make a decision, negotiations happen more frequently, and strategy becomes critical for both sides. When there are over 5 months of inventory, we often call this a buyer's market, where homes often take longer to sell, pricing becomes more sensitive, and preparation and positioning matter more than ever. This framework doesn't guarantee outcomes for every individual home, but it tells you what kind of environment you're stepping into. And here's what matters, specifically in Halton. This isn't one uniform market. Burlington can have completely different inventory levels than Oakville or Milton at the same time. Within each city, detached homes behave differently than townhomes or condos. Even different price ranges within the same property type can be in completely different market conditions. So when somebody says, the market is hot or the market is slow, the real question is, where, for what property type, and at what price point? Looking at months of inventory helps you cut through the noise and focus on what's actually happening in your specific segment. If you're in Burlington, Oakville, Milton, or nearby and want to understand what current inventory levels mean for your situation, I can walk you through the numbers. Hit the link in the description to book a planning call. Even if you're months away from moving, now's the right time to start looking. Here's what to do if you're a buyer. Step 1. Know your market segment's inventory levels before you start looking. If you're looking at detached homes in Burlington between 1.2 and 1.5 million, that's a specific segment with its own inventory number. Don't make assumptions based on what you hear about the Halton market generally. Step 2. Adjust your viewing pace based on inventory. In low inventory environments under 3 months, when you see a home that checks your boxes, you need to be ready to move quickly. That means getting pre-approved early, having deposits ready, and knowing your walkaway number before you even view it in person. Hesitating in low inventory markets often means losing a home. In high inventory environments over 5 months, you have more breathing room. You can view multiple times, bring family members back, and negotiate harder without as much fear of losing out. Step 3. Set your offer strategy based on competitive pressure. When there's low inventory, your first offer might need to be your best offer. Lowball offers often backfire because other buyers are circling. When there's high inventory, you may have room to start lower and negotiate up. Sellers could be more motivated to work with you because they know homes are sitting longer. Step 4. Track whether inventory is raising or falling in your segment. If you're seeing inventory drop month over month, competitive pressure is likely increasing, even if rates haven't changed. If inventory is rising, you might want to wait a few weeks and see if more options appear or if sellers start pricing more aggressively. This isn't about timing the market perfectly, it's about understanding the market dynamics. And here's how to use this as a seller. Step 1. Price according to your inventory environment, not your needs. In low inventory markets under 3 months, you have more flexibility. A home that shows well can be priced slightly higher and still attract competitive interest. In high inventory markets over 5 months, pricing becomes non-negotiable. Overpricing by even 3% can mean sitting on the market for weeks, while properly priced homes sell all around you. Step 2. Understanding your days on market. Low inventory means you can afford to test the market slightly because buyer urgency is higher. High inventory means your extra weeks on market makes your home look stale, and they invite lower offers. Speed to market matters more when inventory is high. Step 3. Adjust your presentation standards. In seller markets, good presentation gets rewarded quickly. In buyer markets, good presentation is the baseline expectation, and poor presentation kills the opportunity for a deal fast. When inventory is high, staging, repairs, and curb appeal aren't nice to haves, they are requirements. Step 4. Set realistic expectations for negotiations. Low inventory, you might see multiple offers and have leverage to hold firm on price. High inventory, expect negotiations, expect conditions, expect buyers to ask for more. Knowing this upfront prevents frustrations and helps you make clear decisions when offers come in. Here's the bottom line. Most people ask, where are interest rates going? The better question is, what's happening with inventory in my market segment? Because falling inventory can create urgency, even if rates stay flat, and rising inventory can soften conditions, even if rates improve. Remember, rates matter for affordability, and inventory matters for behavior. And behavior is what actually drives pricing, speed, and negotiation power. When you understand that, your decisions become more strategic and less emotional. If you're thinking about buying or selling in Burlington, Oakville, Milton, or nearby, hit the link in the description to book a planning call. We'll walk through what current inventory levels mean for your situation and what that means for your strategy. Even if you're months out, getting clarity early makes every decision easier later.